bij zijn 6-0 zege op Steve Lennon met een gemiddelde ruim boven de 100. Hij kwalificeerde zich dit jaar voor 11 van de 12 Eurotour toernooien. Een gevaarlijke klant derhalve. Geef hem een hartelijk applaus. De Polish Eagle, Krzysztof Ratajski!
To jest ta chwila, głęboki wdech, niepowodzenie już przemija. Podparty lęk, przecież potrafisz wygrywać. Dawaj do przodu, wyciągnij do niej i to zdobywaj. Nieprawdą jest to, że mówili nie dasz rady. Nieprawdą jest to, że nie możesz zostać wygranym, tak. Nieprawdą jest mówienie marzeń, nie osiągniemy. Bo to jest w twojej głowie, to od ciebie zależy. Potrafisz wierzyć, potrafię, więc dalej walczę. A założenie, że każdy powinien mieć szansę. A chyba też pamiętaj.
En dan, dames en heren, is het tijd voor de eerste Nederlander op het podium vandaag. Hij gaat aan zijn 40ste Eurotour beginnen hier in Maastricht. 2 keer haalde hij finale, maar belangrijker natuurlijk. In 2006 werd hij gekroond tot wereldkampioen. De Cobra, Jelle Klaasen!
Well, one seeded player has made it through to the final day of action already here at the Dutch Darts Masters. Rob Cross with a sparkling display against Jamie Lewis, 105.5 average. Jelle Klaasen, the number 10 seed here this weekend, is looking to join Voltage in the last 16. But he has a tough assignment here because the Polish Eagle, Krzysztof Ratajski, averaged 102.5 yesterday in a stunning display against Steve Lennon that really underlines what he's been doing all year on the European Tour. He's qualified for every single one of them so far, and he's played some excellent darts along the way, with some of the top players in the world having to play brilliant stuff to stop him. Has Jelle Klaasen got some brilliant stuff in his locker today? Well, we're going to find out over the next few minutes, because things haven't been as great for Jelle on the European Tour of late, after a stunning run of results where he made 5 consecutive semi-finals or better.
Is Jelle to throw first. Game on.
It is Jelle Klaasen to throw first in this one, as one of the top players from Holland takes on the top man from Poland, Rob Malarkey, the top man from
62.
Doncaster. At least in the top 20.
Must be. Kevin Keegan's in there.
Yeah, right. Keegan's probably ahead of you.
99.
Struggling to think of too many others. Anyway, Jelle Klaasen, you're quite right, Dan, about Klaasen. It's been a European Tour of 2 halves for him this year, but maybe he's moving in the right direction once again. As you say, he made 3 semi-finals and a final in the first 4 Euro Tour events of 2017. But he's won just 1 match
98.
in the last 4, and that was a 6-0 defeat of Rob Cross in the second round in Vienna. So it's strange how that's all worked out.
Well, it's also strange. All
89.
that success he had was when he was playing through the pain barrier of that tendinitis in his wrist. He then goes and has surgery, says, yeah, everything's getting back to normal now, and he's being able to practice and he's pain-free. But he's not winning any games.
No. 134. Uruguay 170.
Well, we'll just see if Klaasen can take this out, which he won't. Ratajski lurking on 170 as well. What a story that 86. Would be if he were to kick things off with the big one.
Uruguay 170.
Oh, my.
He couldn't, could he?
Oh, my.
He could, you know.
The Polish Eagle lands the 170.
To throw first.
And Jelle Klaasen stunned in that opening leg.
Wow. Well, we said it about Robert Owen earlier. 7 legs out of 7 now for Christoph Ratajski after his bageling of Steve Lennon yesterday. Taking the opener in sensational fashion here. Absolutely brutal start from Ratajski.
57.
This guy means business. He clearly wants to make the most of this weekend because he's been inconvenienced massively by the fact he won't be going to Mannheim.
Yeah, cheeky Nandor Bezek having the temerity to take the qualifying spot for the Eastern European qualifier from
82.
Ratajski. Surely it's his by right. I mean, if you win, do something 3 times, you get to keep it. Yeah, that's the rule. If you do something 9 times in a row, do you not like have it named after you? Is it not the Christoph Ratajski European qualifier?
I think he should be Poland's automatic entry into the World Championship every year for the next 25 years.
I'd be honest, I'd put him in Eurovision every year off the back of his success.
Well.
101.
Well, Yellow won't be pressing any panic buttons just yet.
59.
But as you said at the start, he would have been under no illusions about the size of the task awaiting him in this one.
Did you have a look at the odds before this one? I'd be fascinated to know what they were.
Oh, for the match odds individually? I didn't know. I did look at the outright betting.
136.
136 for Ratajski.
Klaasen was 40-1 in the outright betting at the start of play today.
60. Christoph Uruguay 64.
Oh, looking good for a 2-0 lead here, Ratajski.
I suspect he would have been around 7-2 or something like that because the bookies may well have overestimated it.
48.
Or underestimated Ratajski himself, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's a tricky one with Yelly. You just don't quite know where his game is at.
137.
The last of those
16.
brilliant runs on the Euro Tour,
On the second
he does go 2-0 down to Ratajski. The last of those was in Sindelfingen, and that was at the start of May.
Yeah.
When he was a semi-finalist there. But since then,
134.
he's had 2 runs to the last 16 in Pro Tour events and nothing better than that. So not 5 Euro Tours in a row from the back end of last year and then the first 4 this year with semi-finals or finals. And then since May, he has not got a single quarter-final in, we are talking, what, 15 events? Something like that.
Yeah, and one of those last 16 appearances was at the start of this, at the start of August in Barnsley. Knocked out in the first round in Blackpool, of course, at the World Match Play by Justin Pipe.
Yeah.
Now, it's not been going to plan for Jelle Klaasen, by and large.
And I know, Jelle, I mean, he was so good last year, particularly on the European Tour. And he's been brilliant on the European Tour for a couple of years. Jelle Klaasen, one of the most consistent players. And often having his hopes ended by Michael van Gerwen, who tends to produce his best against him. And I know that he felt that he was unlucky not to have played some World Series stuff, and he wanted to get on the flight down under for Auckland and Melbourne
45.
and Perth. But he knew he had to go and do something at the match play to do it. And of course, going out first round, well, that just kibosh that.
Yeah.
96.
So, Jelle Klaasen, he feels he's got a point to prove. There's Nanka, Mrs. Klaasen, and Tiny Klaasen, whose name I forget.
$132. You require 114.
114 to get a leg on the board. Double 18. Not to be, and Ratajski for 3-0 and a double break. And Jelle Klaasen, the Cobra, in all sorts of trouble. The Eagles eat Cobras?
34.
Because the Polish Eagle, had he taken either of those 2 darts there for a 3-0 lead and a double break, look to be devouring Klaasen here.
45.
And he may yet.
Christoph Uruguay 16.
Yeah, this for a 3-0 lead. Just got a little question for you about Ratajski in just a moment or two. Just 1 or 2 seeds of doubt seeping into my mind about his European Tour campaign. Double 4 still for Ratajski for 3-0.
Well,
Klaasen here.
20.
Oh,
no
my
score.
word.
Christoph Uruguay 4.
Five darts missed by Ratajski. 4 darts missed by Klaasen for this leg. In what could prove to be
Game shot.
a fatal blow,
Christoph
because that is a double break.
Ball leg is Christoph to throw first. Game on.
Well, Jelle Klaasen looks a bit rattled here, you have to say. Yeah, Ratajski was involved in a cluster of Euro qualifiers at the weekend, last
99.
weekend in Budapest. I'm just wondering, did he qualify for Mannheim? And is it Rieser he's missing, the 11th European?
That's
I
a very good
need
question.
to double check that.
I don't have that information
45.
to hand.
So we'll just... anyway, the point is, he's qualified for
He's
a
not.
bundle.
Yeah, he's not at
And
one
he's-
of them.
he is
We
gonna
know
miss
that
one. Yeah, it's
because
one this
Cheeky Nandor has taken his place.
There's so many Euro Tour events and so many qualifiers. I've just lost track of them
137.
momentarily.
Yeah, a tidy looking 140 from Jelle Klaasen there.
$43.
Just a 43, but he's still 90 points clear. Jelle Klaasen just doesn't really have an answer at the minute.
No, offering very little indeed. Yeah, it's Rieser he's missing. So
there we
he
go.
will be in Mannheim, but he will
100.
be missing Rieser later this month.
So it's the first 10 that he's qualified for.
Yeah, he beat Nandor Bezek in the final qualifier for Mannheim next weekend.
60.
I think that'll be Nandor's first
Christoph
appearance on the European
122.
Tour. Seen him at the World Cup a few times, Nandor Bezek.
And then it
Treble
was
18.
Bezek who beat him. Bezek who came through.
No need.
Just double checking, yeah, sensible ploy this from Ratajski, just to double check exactly where Klaasen is.
90.
Yeah, great stuff. Leaves himself double 16. And Christoph Ratajski could be about to extend his lead to 4-0.
96.
And I have to
Christoph
say,
Uruguay 32.
I thought if you'd asked me to price this game up at the start, I'd have had them very, very close.
Christoph Ratajski.
I did not
Good leg is Jelle to
envisage
throw first.
4-0 either way in this one.
Well, we talked about perfect 10s. Here's another perfect 10. 6 yesterday, 4 today without reply.
80.
Ratajski is just absolutely motoring at the moment.
Yeah, 95.5 average. It is solid stuff. Not quite the heights we saw hit yesterday. Very animated yesterday, Christoph
60.
Ratajski, when he won that game against Steve Lennon, who is a very promising young player, and Ratajski acknowledged that.
140.
But it was the best average we've seen from Christoph Ratajski on a big stage. But he's been there or thereabouts, or in the high 90s previously, and I just think he's getting better and
100.
better and better. And is Kim Huybrechts or Christian Kist awaits the winner of this one.
140.
And if it is Ratajski, they've got a game on their hands.
Yeah.
If it's Jelle Klaasen, they've got a game on their hands, because he's going to have to play some superb stuff to come back from here. He's put himself in a very good position in this leg, although Christoph, that looks very inviting.
85.
Just the 85,
Yeah.
so
Wow,
Klaasen
141.
he should get the job done in this leg.
65. $94. He requires 76.
Not able to apply any significant pressure. He's on a bogey number, and Klaasen is looking at double eights for his first leg on the
68.
board. He's not there yet.
It is 6 darts missed at doubles now for the Cobra, and well, if he doesn't see off that 8 in the next visit,
94.
I fear
That
it
could
could
be
be another whitewash.
Game shot on the 5th leg. Jelle Klaasen.
An ironic celebration from Jelle Klaasen
Game on.
as he gets his first leg on the board. That is the first leg that Ratajski has dropped all weekend. He is still 10-1 to the good. So there you see Klaasen's problem illustrated there. 1 from 8
85.
so far.
And you know what? The first 4.5 legs of that game, you'd have forgotten that you were playing in front of a record Euro Tour crowd in the Netherlands with a
108.
Dutchman. But they've found their voice now. And if Klaasen is going to come back from that 4-0 deficit, they may have a part to play.
97.
Looking to play their part right now. Chanting the name of Jelle Klaasen.
57.
Ratajski looking to just get back on track here.
121.
Now, will that prove the difference in this leg? Might just give Klaasen something to cling to here.
100.
Down to a finish first. It's a big one.
Feel you probably needed to find a trouble with that last dart, don't you? Especially now.
98. Jelle require 164.
Pulls himself a two-darter. Already seen the 170 in this game. Can Klaasen respond with a 164? He can! Stunning from the Cobra. He's back in this one.
7 legs Jelle to throw first.
Absolutely brilliant. It's taken him a while to get going, but Krzysztof Ratajski's got a game on his hands now. 164 checkout. Not the biggest of the weekend and not the biggest in this match.
The volume just goes up a notch in this Dutch crowd.
$139.
Solid response from Ratajski. Unflappable Polish eagle.
Klaasen in the red stuff once again.
140.
Ratajski down to 362. A solid start. Needs 2 trebles here just to apply a bit more pressure. Loads of room for one more.
137.
Loads of room down there as well.
$96.
Well, a couple of moments of real magic in this game. The 170 in the very first leg to break the throw from Ratajski, but Klaasen
60.
firing back a 164.
60 leaves himself a bogey number as well. Problems for Ratajski all of a sudden.
140.
I think Jelle is starting to believe that he may have Ratajski where he wants him. 4-0 might be about to become 4-3.
97. Jelle requires 68. Game shot on the 7th.
4-3 it is.
He has the momentum.
I think it's Krzysztof to throw first.
And Jelle Klaasen is on a roll. Forced 4 legs for Ratajski. Klaasen hits back with 3 of his own. Ratajski desperate to get back on the rails here.
137.
Well, look, this has not been Krzysztof Ratajski's level dropping in any way, because Ratajski in the last 3 legs, all of which he's lost, his average has actually gone up by a point from 95.5 to 96.5.
122.
In fact, he's up to 97 and a bit now. So it's not that his level has dropped, it's just Jelle Klaasen has hauled himself up off the canvas after the first 4 legs
60.
and just found another gear. Say this about the very best players in the world: when they are put under pressure, when they have to find their best,
50.
what makes them the best players in the world is the fact that they can do it.
Yeah.
They can dig deep and find another level, find some gears to move through. Jelle Klaasen has managed to do that to get himself back within a leg, but there is still
100.
some serious work to be done.
Yeah, it's a very good examination, this, for Ratajski, of exactly what he's made of. It's a
50.
problem he's not encountered so far this weekend. He breezed through yesterday. He's under a lot of pressure. He still has a 4-3 lead and throwing first for a 5-3 lead here.
60.
They have met once before, these two, but you've got to go back to 2009.
It was in Germany as well.
It was, yeah. It was before the Euro Tour in its current incarnation. They had a big tournament. It was a sort of like a major tournament, the German Darts Championship. And they met, and it went all the way to a deciding leg, and Ratajski won it. 6-5. Oh, my word, not another big one.
Why not?
Not another big one, double 12.
120.
Maybe
Jelly
now
require 167.
Klaasen looking at 167, having taken out 164, and he's on the money once again. It's not to be. That would have been
99.
It would have been the three biggest finishes in the game in just 8 legs. Double six.
Game shot on the 8.
5-3. Ratajski stops the rot.
Game on.
Is the Cobra's resistance being brought to a swift end?
well for all the talk of 170s and 164s. That was just a 24 that will mean so much to Christoph Ratajski. It really does. It doesn't matter. He just needed to stop that flow of Jelle Klaasen.
There you see
134.
the tail of the legs. Everything taking 5 or 6 visits to the board, apart from those 2 legs which just took the 4 visits because they were ended with those enormous finishes. 170 in leg 1, 164 in leg 6.
Ooh. 129.
Tell you what as well, Gabor Takash, who beat Ratajski in qualifying for the one he missed.
140.
That's a heck of a result. Okay.
If he didn't know already.
Takash didn't qualify, but even so, he'll be thinking, well, if I can beat this guy.
Jelle Klaasen has left the 138. But Christoph Ratajski's got just 58. We've seen this once already to win a game from John Henderson this weekend. We're not going to see it here. And Ratajski gets match darts for a 6-3 win against a former champion of the world and the number 10 seed here this weekend in Maastricht. 18 for double top.
It nudged the wire and 1 or 2 boos from the crowd there. Tension was tangible for Ratajski. Oh, he's missed the big number. Jelle Klaasen, that is absolutely unforgivable at that particular moment in time. And Ratajski returns again.
Christoph Ratajski to make the final day of a European Tour event. It is there! And again we see the release of tension from Christoph Ratajski. He's into the last 16. He's threatened to do this so often on the European Tour. And he's finally got over the line. A victory against Klaasen. Another very solid display. All set the tone by that 170 checkout in the very first leg. The Polish Eagle through to round 3 and will face Kim Heidrechts or Christian Kiss. Those two duking it out this evening. We've got 4 more games this afternoon for you though. Mervyn King and Kyle Anderson, perhaps the pick of the bunch. But coming up now, it's the Iceman, Gerwyn Price, against Germany's number 2, the Wall, Martin Schindler.
Christoph, congratulations. I'm sure you're happy, but they might not be as happy. Great game though.
Yes, I know. I'm really happy because it is my first time in third round. It's just, I'm very happy.
Is it hard to play in the Netherlands in front of a Dutch crowd against a Dutchman?
Yeah, it's hard. I heard this all, the people was... When the jelly throw good, I heard this all from the public.
Hij played it marvelous match. Dames en heren, fantastisch gespeeld. 170 finish. Geef hem een applaus. Voor de eerste keer in zijn carrière haalt hij de zondag. Uit Polen, Christoph Ratajski.